Okay, I think I'm ready here, everyone. I've got a cup of tea, and I'm going to do some tarot readings for free to anyone who is interested in having one. This is the first time I'm going live, so I'm kind of not expecting anyone to be here since I'm just starting out. But I wanted to give this experiment a try and sort of see what kind of response I might get. So if you happen to stumble upon this little channel, let me know in the chat if you have a question. And I see I've got someone. Hi, Sabrina. So let me get my deck out. I'll tell you it's pretty late where I am, and so I'm probably not going to go too long tonight, but I'm hoping to do this regularly in the future. Let me get my deck out and ready. Yeah, 1:30 a.m. for you. Pretty late. So I'm going to use, I think today, the Trinity Tarot here. I like this deck for lots of reasons. It's got some good artwork, and it's square, which means that I can fit lots of cards in the frame, and that is important to me. I can pull more cards that way. All right, so let me just get some Palo Santo burning. All right. And once I get some smoke here, I can smudge these cards and we'll get started. Okay, there we go. My name is Will, by the way. If you haven't watched my channel before, it's a new channel. It's something I just started a few months ago. Okay, so Sabrina, you asked what is Raed's current feelings for me. That's what I'm seeing here. And so I'm assuming this is like a guy friend. Sabrina, is it right that this is someone who you're maybe not in a relationship with, but maybe would like to be in a relationship with? Okay. You've never dated. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Give these a good shuffle. And we'll just start with a little 3-card spread to see what comes out. Okay. Got it. Sabrina's giving me some more context. They had a fight a little while ago. You'd like to date this person. You recently apologized over the fight, but he's still upset. Okay. Let's just start with 3 cards. Champion of Cups. Court card. So this would be the Knight of Cups in another deck. This could be you or him. Let's see what the other cards are. The Proclaimer. This would be the Hierophant or the Pope in another deck. And 3 of Wands. Okay. So I'm seeing with the Champion of Cups, this is a romantic, right? So this is someone who wants a relationship. Let me hold it up a little more so you can see it there. This is someone who wants a relationship that makes them feel like it's a soulmate kind of situation, right? They don't want just a helpmate. They don't want a casual thing. They need to feel deeply emotionally connected in order to develop a relationship with someone else. They're not the kind of person like if it was a champion of coins or pentacles, for example, who could do it just for practical reasons and say, I don't really feel like head over heels in love with you, but we see each other every day and you're really nice. And so let's see if we could date and see if it might work out. This person would never do that. This person has to feel it deep, deep, deep in their soul, sort of, okay, in order for it to work. And so what may be happening is that they're not currently totally feeling that. And that's why they're not engaging so much. With the Proclaimer, we've got someone who wants to follow the rules. So this is someone who likes to know that what they're doing is taking them down the right path. They're not going to try to do anything most of the time that is unconventional or that other people might say is weird, unless they're really a rebel. They're the kind of person who wants to follow the rules, as I said. And so they might be trying to get advice, counsel from other people, right? Like they might be going to friends or a teacher or whoever it might be to ask what they should be doing in their life, whatever that might be at the moment. And so that may just not have anything to do with a relationship right now, right? With the 3 of Wands, we've got someone who feels like they've sort of taken the action that they need to take, and they're waiting to see what will come from that action. So like they're probably waiting to see if you are going to continue to leave him alone, or if there's something else sort of that they need to do. So I recognize that this is probably not a very satisfying answer for you right now. Let me just see if there's anything in the chat because I haven't been looking at it. Okay. So maybe we could pull 3 more cards for you, Sabrina, and see what we can see. Because what I'm seeing here is that it does not look like this person is particularly interested in a relationship right now. Are they a student, can I ask? Are they studying something or like learning in some way? Yes, they're a student. Okay. So they might just be really, he's in medical school. Yeah. So this person I think is just really overwhelmed with school right now. Yeah, he told you he's not looking for a relationship. That totally tracks what I'm seeing here. When this person does look for a relationship, they will want someone who feels like a kind of soulmate, right? So, how does he feel towards you? Let's pull three more cards because these first three cards are saying he's sort of not even, he's not thinking about anybody, I think, right now in terms of like romantic stuff, right? So, let's pull three more and see what other answer we can get. Okay, King of Wands, aka Crown of Wands. Seven of Swords. And the Revealer, which is the High Priestess or the Popess in other decks. So, Crown of Wands, this is someone who wants to be in control, okay? He needs to feel like he's in control. And if he feels like you are trying to take control, I think that he's going to resent that, okay? And so if anger might come through, or resentment, or just maybe it's frustration might come through. The Crown of Wands is sort of the king of the kings of the tarot deck, right? They're not the emperor, but they're the fieriest of the kings, so to speak. And they sort of want to feel like they make the rules, all right? And I suspect he's feeling like you're kind of scheming or trying to figure out things behind his back, maybe with the Seven of Swords. This is someone who's like making a plan to try to figure out how can I get things to go my way, being kind of sly or cunning, that kind of stuff. And I think that he might not super appreciate that if he's been kind of direct and said that he's not looking for a relationship right here at this moment. So the third card in this string is the Revealer, which is the High Priestess. And she is someone who sits back and knows what she knows and does what she does. But she is quiet, okay? She's someone who might have secrets, might have a secret love, or like know internally that she feels really, really strongly for someone, but she's going to not necessarily share that message openly. And so these cards are kind of saying, I'm trying to deliver this as kindly as I can, but I think they're kind of saying that he's maybe frustrated because he feels like he doesn't have control of the situation. And I think when he says he's not looking for a relationship right now, I think he really does mean that. And that he's probably kind of frustrated if you're trying to pursue one anyways, because it's making him feel like you're not acknowledging what he said to you. Does that kind of make sense? I know that I'm not the kind of reader who's going to say what you want to hear just because I think it'll make you happy. And I know some people don't like that, but I take it seriously. And so, I'm not just going to throw cards out here and say, oh, he really deeply, deeply loves you and he doesn't mean what he says. So I'm going to, just because I see there's other folks in the chat, I believe. Forgive me, it's my first live stream. So I've been reading tarot a long time, but it's my first live stream. And so I think I'm going to move on to the next question is, let me see. I guess the next person was Princess Safia. Are you still here, Princess Safia? You are here. Okay, so let's do a quick little reading for you. And you had asked, Jamal's feelings for you. Okay, so Jamal's feelings for you. And after Princess Safia, I think I'm just going to do one more, everyone, for tonight. But I will come back on tomorrow afternoon because I'll be totally real with you. This is my first time live streaming, as I've said, and I didn't expect anyone to be here. I was planning on just reading some cards for myself and recording it. So thank you for being here. I do really, really appreciate it. This is way more interest than I thought I was going to have at all. If you would like to or subscribe to my channel, I plan on doing live streams fairly regularly. And so at least to start, my plan is for them to be free. I do tarot just because I love it. It's not my job. I have another job, but I really love tarot. And I've been looking for an outlet, and YouTube seems to be my best option. So if you subscribe to my channel, you can see when I'll be doing live readings. Okay, so Princess Safia, would you tell me just a little more about you and Jamal? Is Jamal someone you've ever dated, or have you never dated this person? Are they an ex, or just because the more he was an ex, is that right, Princess Safia? He was an ex of yours? Okay, got it. Dated and now in no contact. Okay. So let's see what we can say. Princess Safia and Jamal. Okay. So we'll just lay out 3 cards. What are his feelings for you? What is he thinking about you? He's an ex who used to date and now are in a no contact situation. Whoa, Champion of Cups. You all saw me shuffle those, right? Okay, we've got the Champion of Cups back. Oh my God. I shuffled these. You all saw me. It's on camera. There's a recording of it. And the Crown of Swords. I'm just really shocked because 2 of the 3 cards here appeared in the previous reading, despite the shuffling. So they're maybe there's a collective energy that's pulling them out. That Champion of Cups and the Revealer is big tonight. Okay, so let's look at these cards and think about the question. So Champion of Cups is someone who wants a soulmate and is looking, I think, at you as the High Priestess. And so that's suggesting that he sees you, Jamal sees you as someone who knows what they're doing in life, who's strong and quiet, someone who will keep her mouth shut when it's good for her and speak up when it's good for her, right? Someone who isn't going to mess around with people who aren't like real, right? And so the Champion of Cups is someone who wants a soulmate. And if you see the way that the helmet is facing there, he's looking at you, right? And so he's thinking about you, I think, and wondering if there's anything that he could do to change things between you. But consider this. the Champion of Cups is kind of like a knight, right? So if you think of the structure of the tarot, we've got pages, knights, queens, and kings. Those are the ranks with kings at the top and pages at the bottom. And so the knight is like just below the middle, right? You are represented here by the high priestess, right? So you're even kind of above a queen in the sense that there are several queens in the deck. There are 4 of them. There's only one high priestess. It's kind of like you're one of a kind. And so he sees you, I think, as being above his rank, if that makes sense. Over here with the Crown of Swords beyond, he's trying to think about how he can turn himself into a king, right? How he can put a crown on his head, so to speak. Maybe so that the 2 of you could get back together, right? Because maybe a king could be with the high priestess, but a knight would be like a servant for the high priestess. The knight or champion would like run errands or protect her maybe, but isn't going to be her like partner, if that makes sense. Okay. So I think he's missing you and is probably upset at what he's lost. And also I think he's thinking about how could he better himself, improve his situation, maybe to change things between the 2 of you in the future. So I don't think he has done that yet because we've still got him here represented first with a Champion of Cups. But he's thinking like, how could I grow up, advance, achieve something to reach a kind of kingly status where I'm on solid ground and I'm an authority of some kind and maybe figure things out with you again in the future. But I think he's aspiring to that. I don't think it's something that's already happened. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to do just one more tonight. And again, I appreciate so much that you are all here. I really am very pleased and surprised to have anybody turn up at all for my first live stream. If you're enjoying this, if you're getting something out of it, consider subscribing to my channel. And let's do another one. So let me just look at the chat. For today, I'm just going to do first come, first serve if folks are still here. So I think that would be Benita Bala next. Right? Benita, are you still here? If you're still here, just say hi in the chat. And I apologize if I should be able to tell if you're here and I can't. I'm figuring this out on the fly. I'm building the plane while I'm flying it, so to speak. So yeah. Let's see. I can see there are 2 people in the room, but I don't know if I can tell who they are. Okay, so Benita, I'll give you just another moment. Benita, if you'd like to say hi. And if Benita is no longer here, let me scroll through the chat. Okay, Benita, you're here. All right, so Benita, you said, what are Sean's true intentions towards me? This is a family friend and a crush of yours. Okay, so what are Sean's true intentions towards you? This is a family friend, a crush. So then I'm taking it you've never dated this person. They're just like someone that you interact with from time to time in family kind of situations, and you kind of have a crush on them, right? But you're wondering, you feel like, okay, you have a crush on them and you feel like maybe this person has a crush on you too, but you're not sure. And so you want to sort of Got it. He might be hiding it. Okay, great. All right, let's see. Okay, let's shuffle these. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, Six of Pentacles to start. Interesting. Six of Pentacles to start us off. So this is about thinking about how generous to be, right? Like how much to invest yourself in someone else and being very much strategic about weighing it. Like thinking, well, I don't want to reveal too much about myself because if I do, I might get hurt or someone could make fun of me or I could get embarrassed. And so I might sort of hold back a little bit rather than um, be totally open with everything. Three of Cups. So this could go a couple of ways. This could be a growing relationship. Three is the number of growth, and cups are about relationships and emotions and feelings. So it could be like there's something there and it's really kind of new, but it's starting to get bigger, right? Like he's starting to have feelings and they're growing over time. But the Three of Cups is also often more about a good friendship, not necessarily or not always a romantic relationship. Uh, we'd have to look at surrounding cards to see. But I think there's certainly a sense, at least, of feeling like you're a good friend, right? Let's see what else. Okay, but we've got 10 of Cups here. And so 10 of Cups is about happiness. And often, for most people, that involves happiness with someone else, right? Like this is the long term relationship card where you living together and um, buying a house and you're in for the long haul. So the movement from 3 to 10 is a fairly quick growth of cups, which is about emotions, relationships, feelings, and all of that. So yeah, I think that there's something here where he does have feelings for you, but for one reason or another, and maybe it's because you mentioned that he's like a family friend, and so I know that like it could be one of those things where he's embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like other people at the family event would see if he were to like express his feelings for you and that can be embarrassing, especially if you were to reject him or turn him down or something if he's not totally sure how you feel. So I would say like maybe see if you could gently communicate your interest in him a little more, and if he felt more secure, then maybe he would say something to you, right? That would be my suggestion here. The 10 of Cups is really, it's kind of the best card in the deck. Um, it's really happiness. It's really about happiness, and like the long term stuff that lasts, not like a quick fleeting little thing either. So I hope that helps give you some insight um, into your friendship relationship with this person. So I'm going to end a live stream for tonight. This was just a test that I had, but I'm planning to live stream again tomorrow, and then at some point I'll develop a regular schedule of doing this. And you're very welcome, Benita. You're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And if you subscribe, then you'll be able to see when I'm doing future live streams. Okay, I'm going to end it there and have a great evening, and I will see you all soon. Bye.